Hold on.
Hey everybody, it's Robert with the Not Move podcast, and we're doing the NFC East breakdown. I got with me Bando, CJ, Mr. Red Rim, Brian Maxwell, Silk, and Yanks. If I can get them back up, just give me 1 second. There we go. All right. So we're gonna start it off with the Giants. So Bando and Yanks, y'all have the floor. How do y'all feel about the Giants free agency? How do y'all feel about the draft? And what do y'all think y'all gonna do next year?
How we did in this free agency, just beautiful, just beautiful. Re-signing Jermaine Illuminor, getting Tremaine Emmons, cutting Bobby Okereke, a linebacker, 30-year-old linebacker that can't stop the run. We getting a linebacker that can stop the run. That's one. We cooked in the draft, getting Arvell Reese to line up with Tremaine Emmons. That was a great pickup. Getting an offensive lineman named Francis Managu to protect Jackson Dart. That's three. Also getting that linebacker from BYU who led the team in almost every defensive statistical. What else we did? Getting Malachi Fields, getting Malik Neighbors a true number two to line up with him because Darius Slayton ain't cutting it. He not. You can't be a receiver number two and you're fumbling bulls. Like it's like no.
Cutting Bobby
It's not
Okereke, a
cutting it.
linebacker, 30-year-old linebacker that can't stop the run. We getting a linebacker that can stop the run. That's one.
What's the echo?
It's not cutting it. 30-year-old.
Yo, somebody has an echo.
Yeah, who has the echo?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think it was Yanks. No, it's not Yanks. Who's muted right now? I don't know.
Getting a new coaching regime because Brian Dable is not cutting it. Kafka's not cutting it. Even Shane Bowen wasn't cutting it. So us getting Denard Wilson, that's a big upgrade, especially his resume. Oh my God, he has a beautiful resume. Even though Matt Nagy, I'm uh, a little suspicious. Horrible. I'm not mad at it. Feel me? But he's great at developing defensive players. I'm happy what we did in the job. Me personally, I feel like we probably go 10-7 on the eight. First year on the hardball. Wild
That's
You
a
say
card
y'all
bold
gonna
story.
do
prediction you
what?
got.
Wild
That's a
card.
that's a that's a bold prediction you got there, Bando. And like no hate here. I just think you got a young quarterback, right? Who so far has shown us that he makes some young mistakes, right? As far as putting his body on the line and being healthy for his team. You got new players and Isaiah Likely that's going to be a safety valve for him, and we have to see him adjust to making the mistakes to understand that he should adjust, right? That he should adjust and do those check downs. You know what I mean? So I think we have a bit of a learning curve here for your quarterback and getting used to the new weapons that he has. I'd love to say Scatterboo would be just as productive as he was last year, right? But the hard truth about running backs here is, man, once they get injured, they're kind of like horses, right? I'd like to see them bounce back, right? But that's the hard truth, right? They're just like horses. You know what I mean? So I really do think I see you guys winning seven, eight most. Really eight most, man. And that's just being optimistic. You know what I mean? Because I do like neighbors. and I do like Likely. And as much as shit as I
Yep.
just talked about him, I do think Dark brings a spark to you guys that y'all haven't had in a while. You know what I
Since
mean?
Eli. Since Eli.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Uh,
Can y'all guys see me?
Yanks. Yeah,
Yeah, sorry about that.
yeah, I can see you, CJ.
Okay.
Yanks, how do you feel about the draft and the free agent? See,
I mean, I have a full analysis. I told you guys I work in football. I've done film for I think like over half the guys. The later rounds I didn't really get, and I haven't done a lot of Malachi Fields, but I'll run it for you right now. Obviously, there wasn't really a lot of head scratching when it came to Arvell Reese. I don't think anyone on this panel, let alone anyone watching this show, can agree that Arvell Reese would have fallen to the number 5. It scratched our entire draft board in a sense of, okay, the best players available that we didn't know we were going to get. I think, playing a hybrid will a position and kind of as an edge weapon where he like starts off the box, rotates to the edge in a lot of sub packages. He'll apply a lot of pressures and blitz too off the edge. But I liked it in his game film. If you watch his Penn State film this past year, I mean, it's just a tackle for loss clinic. He's just explosive, very violent strikes to the line of scrimmage. I don't even think I need to elaborate a little bit more about Arvell Reese's immediate impact that it'll bring over the years. Now, where it gets interesting is pick 10. Dexter Lawrence being mortgaged away for a high value pick in the top 10. It requires a premium pick that you have to hit on. And I'm not sure if Francis is necessarily a sure thing, but I'm reading that there's a lot of all-pro caliber talent. The only head scratcher I have is that he played a lot of tackle, moving back to guard. Obviously, he's very fluent in the position, played it in high school, played it a year at Miami as well. But, it's a good segue for Jermaine Luminor after he retires. But his second level climb, like after immediate impact of the line of scrimmage, the way he just moves to the backfield, I think it's going to be incredible for Nagy's RPOs and his schematic run plays. But ultimately, I think, we got an immediate starter. It's a sure thing. Would I have liked Caleb Downs? Perhaps. But, I don't think Giants fans would yearn for either Falale or Evan Neal starting at the position. I understand you picked the best player available, but, you're risking Dart's future. You're risking Scattaboo. You're risking any limit on offense, let alone injury. You move on to Colton Hood. I like his press man kind of bully role with versatile guys. His only flaw that I've seen on tape is press coverage against very, very athletic receivers that could really zoom down the field. You've seen that in SEC talent. I like his tape against Syracuse. I know it's a horrible team, but I like the way his hips move. I liked his position. He's elite, in my opinion, against the run. Obviously, it's not a strong suit for most corners. It's not but it's important to have in an arsenal, if you ask me, especially in a Harbaugh, Jannard Wilson run stuff type defense. If I move on to Fields, I haven't watched that much film. I'm well familiar with him, though. Him playing at Notre Dame. He's in the college football playoff, not last year, but the year prior. I loved his film against Pittsburgh, I have to say. Do I love the pick? Being honest, I don't. I'm not reading into 40-yard dashes as much as others, but ultimately his get-off speed is very limited. I understand he's transitioning from the quarterback position, but I would have gone a different route. I would have maybe moved that pick. Obviously we traded back in for the third. I would have used that on Lane from USC. I believe Elijah Surratt was also on the board, but he's got some yak power, but it's all off contested catches, if you ask me.
yes, sir.
Yeah, no, and if you want me to get in the later rounds, I can. Not that much film analysis. J.C. Davis, I wonder how an all Big Ten a balanced tackle, being good solid in the run and solid in passing, but he doesn't jump off the boards in either metric. But I like him, and I'm not as familiar with the other prospects. And Jack Kelly, the linebacker, watched his tape a little bit, via Instagram highlights, if I'm being frank. And Bobby Jamison Travis, watched him film him against Alabama, and he's got motor and leverage, but ultimately I'm unsure as of if he'd contribute in the pass, given the fact, here we are in the passing era. But that's what I got on the guys. So my favorite pick, just to close it out, I love the Arvell Reese pick. It's hard. I'm sorry to be so vanilla and bland, but I love that pick, and I'm questionable on the Fields pick.
Now, real quick, what's your thoughts on next season? What you think y'all gonna do next season?
I think the Giants are a project. There's a lot of fans that are eager to win now. I'll just get into this analysis. I love Harbaugh. I think he's a good addition. But do I recognize that there's great coaches and then there's not elite coaches? I don't think he's that elite. I don't like he chokes a lot
I'm
of
glad
games.
somebody finally said that.
No, yeah, he does choke a lot of games. I love the way he builds a roster. I think he's the CEO coach status of building a team, having influence on, he hears from the coordinators. You know what I mean? When you have a CEO coach, it's a blessing and a curse. You have a guy who's well familiar with the schematic approach of the team in a hands-on matter that immediately addresses these things by controlling front office, so to speak. I think that aspect of him being a New York Giant coach is really, really good. I got to see what he can do with the big game and choking some leads. But ultimately, I think it's an 8-9, 9-8 team. That's my prediction. But ultimately, I could obviously see a 6. If Dart doesn't pan out to be a starting quarterback or caliber of that caliber, we could easily win 5 or 4 games, if I'm being frank.
Yes, sir. So Bendo, what was your prediction again on your wins?
9-8 or 10-7. I believe in Doug. I believe in my quarterback.
I can see y'all doing something like that.
I believe in my quarterback. Now he got weapons. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So there we have it, man. Moving on to the commander/Manders,
Hey, all day, baby, all day.
But we keep it go birds over here. Anyways, let's hear it from the Commanders fans, man. How do y'all feel about y'all's free agency? How do y'all feel about your draft? And what do y'all think you're gonna do next season?
Me personally, I am so happy that they focused on the defense. Like, because our defense last year was fucking horrible. Like, I don't understand how we went from going to the NFC Championship game to trash last year. But, injuries were a factor, but still the defense was trash last year. And I think we were like almost last in defensive ranks last year. But I'm super happy that during the free agency and the draft that they were looking for defensive players. With the draft, I'm kind of glad even though I wanted Caleb Downs, but we got, Styles, which is pretty cool. But I kind of knew that we was going to get Styles because, spoiler alert, they already had Styles on the roster literally the week before with the draft on Madden 26. And I was like, oh, well then, I guess we're not getting Caleb Downs. And, I'm pretty happy with Styles. I mean, him and Caleb are, I'm not going to say the same player, but I feel like they're both hybrid players, per se, I should say. And, like I said, I'm happy we concentrated on the defense in the draft and in the free agency. I think, I'm just going to say it, I think we are going to be at least a top 10 defense this year. Contrary to popular belief, I feel like we're going to be at least a top 10 defense this year. We're going to be a top 5 offense. I'm going to go ahead and say it. And we're going to win the NFC East division. So for all the rest of you teams, get ready, especially if Jaden Daniels is healthy. I do wish we would have kept Deebo Samuel because I feel like, he's a Swiss Army knife, and I feel like we should have kept him. So, but other than that, as long as our team stays healthy, we're going to do some shit. And I feel like, let me see, record-wise, I'm not going to be like Dallas or Eagles fan and saying this is our year and we're going straight to the Super Bowl. But we will at least make the playoffs. I said we go, I don't even want to say it. I don't know. I feel like we'll go, I'd say 12-5.
Okay, so
that's pretty bold, but I feel like 12-5 and we win the division.
Still?
Yep. You win the division?
Yeah, win the division.
You really believe
Bando's
that?
pick was crazy.
You really
You
believe
win
that?
the.
Hey, look,
Let's not
I'm
win the
trying to
NFC.
tell y'all. I'm just saying, y'all seen what happened the year before last. Everybody counted us out, said
Oh,
we was
you're
gonna
talking
be
about
4.
55-23. That's what you're talking about.
Oh my God, boy.
You talking about the year before last where you made it to the NFC
Okay.
Championship and
All
lost
right.
55-23? Yeah, I
All
remember that
right.
year.
Uh,
I
hey,
remember.
everybody counted us out though. We were supposed to be the last in the division. We was only supposed to win 4 games, and look what happened.
Hey,
I'm
that's
just
what
saying.
happens when you play Baker Mayfield in a broken Detroit Lions team.
Ah, man, Detroit was a hot team that year. Everybody was so Detroit that year, and look what happened to them.
Injuries caught
I'm
up,
just
man.
saying. I mean, injuries, sminjuries. That's what I say about the Commanders last season. Injuries, sminjuries. It
Yeah.
is what it is.
Jaden's got to stay healthy. He gets hurt a lot. Or
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like his playing style or his physique. Like it's easy to just not.
True, like my palm, he's too frail, bro. He's like a stick. He's a stick.
I mean, he been grinding during the off season. You know, I follow him on
He
Instagram
gotta
and
put on
on
some meat,
X.
bro. He gotta put some pounds on, bro.
Yeah, he put
I
on
mean,
10
he's put on a little
pounds
bit of weight.
after the.
Yeah, y'all
He put
gonna
on
see.
10
Watch
pounds.
what I tell y'all. Y'all heard it here
We'll
first. I'm just
we'll
saying.
see.
He put on 10 pounds after
Winning
the
the division though is
flag
fucking
football.
crazy.
Oh
I
man.
mean,
Okay.
you know,
Silk, how you feel about it, man? Well, how you feel about
I
free agency? How you feel about the
no,
draft, and what you think y'all gonna do next year?
oh definitely. I feel real good about it with Sonny Styles being added. I think he's an athlete. I think he's going to be able to learn from Frankie Louvu, and I think he's going to be able to make his presence felt pretty quickly.
facts.
I'm really impressed with it. Antonio Williams as well. Katron Allen, the running back we got from Penn State, he put up his record. He broke every running back record in Penn State history. So we should be
Facts.
able to utilize him. And we added 11 people in free agency. We spent $87 million. We spent at the top of the echelon for the whole NFL and the total expenses on free agency. So we're investing in our defense, offense. We'll keep Jaden healthy. We'll keep him upright. I think we're going to be just fine. 12-5.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? I see what I'm saying.
Okay.
12-5, and we win the
Okay,
division.
So
The
before we
delusion
move
is fucking crazy.
Hey, it's
before
better
we
than
move on,
Cowboy and Eagle fans saying this is our year. We're going to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying.
hey, we made it before y'all did. We made it back before y'all did. Hey, but what I'm saying, back to this. Before we get to the next team in the NFC East, a quick word from the Not Move podcast and what the Not Move podcast has going on. Just don't forget Friday we got the dribble. Thursday, we got Wicked.
The Not Move podcast is fueled by Dubby Energy. Smooth, jitter-free focus, and flavors that slap. Mango, berry, watermelon. Whatever gets you locked in, they've got it. Hit up Dubby.gg, use promo code NOTMOVED, and snag 10% off your order. Stay not moved, stay energized.
Number Friday nights, 9 Eastern. It's the Dribble, NBA edition on the Not Move podcast. We break down the week, the trades, the highlights, everything around the league. Tap in, chop it up with us, and get the takes that move the game forward. Stay not moved.
The Not Move podcast drop is here. Snapbacks, hoodies, mugs, stickers, totes, everything you need to rep the convo everywhere you go. Limited run, unlimited style. Tap the link, fill the cart, and
tap into the Not Move podcast every Friday night at 8 Eastern.
We're bringing the scrap sheet, UFC edition.
Every jab, every takedown, every headline.
All the fights, all the drama, all the picks, right here.
Watch live on YouTube or listen anywhere you get your podcast. Hit follow, hit subscribe.
And stay not moved.
Need some new Not Move drip? The In the Wickets hoodie just dropped. Super soft fleece, heavyweight feel, and the official NMP patch on the sleeve. Tap add to cart, check out, and let us handle the rest. In a couple days, it shows up at your door, ready to rock. Rep the podcast from the couch to the tip.
Every Thursday night, the Not Move podcast drops a new episode of
In the Wickets,
our deep dive on everything around the NHL.
We break down the plays, the trades, the stats, and the stories that matter.
Plus a few hot takes along the way.
Join us live at 8 p.m. Eastern, or catch it on your favorite podcast app right after.
Same energy, same on.
Tuesday nights just got louder. Ringside Rewind is live every week, 9 Eastern.
We're breaking down Raw, SmackDown, and everything leading into the weekend. If it happens between the ropes, we're talking about it.
Deep dives, hot takes, and a few surprise
and
replays.
a whole lot of arguing.
Yeah, but the good kind. Ringside.
The Serpent Elimination Chamber tee just dropped. Fresh out the box. Look at this.
That print is nasty. Chainlink O, silver hit. It's tough.
It's soft too, y'all. Fits right. Little drip for the Elimination Chamber weekend.
We rocking these all season.
If you're part of the Not Move fam, you already know.
Jump on it before it's
Grab
gone.
yours now at Not Move Shop.
Episode of the Not Move podcast is brought to you by the MLB Shop. They have every team's gear, from classic caps to World Baseball Classic hoodies, all official and all ready for game day. Tap the link in our bio to head straight to the shop and snag your favorite merch.
The drop is here. NMP gear built for every day and game day. Hoodies, mugs, and the Coach Common jersey in bold gold. Rep the movement. Feel the energy. Shop new arrivals.
If you're craving baseball talk that doesn't flinch, tap in with us Monday nights at 8 Eastern.
It's the Rusty Mitt MLB edition of the Not Move podcast. Breakdowns, debates, all the swings and misses without the fake fluff.
Join us live or catch the replay wherever you get your pods. Rusty Mitt, not moved. Stay not moved.
Attention Not Move Nation. Our first ever jersey has landed. The NMP by JB Sport Talk collab brings premium mesh, bold gold accents, and that undeniable game day energy. Plus, hoodie drop.
Today's episode of Not Moved is brought to you by Open Goal, the world's #1 backyard goal. If you love soccer but hate chasing balls into the neighbor's yard, this thing is a game changer. Its rebound net sends missed shots right back to you, and the side nets keep your landscaping and your windows safe. It's perfect for kids, for training, or just having fun.
Today's episode of the Not Move podcast is brought to you by Walmart.com. With our storefront in the Walmart app, you can get everything you need. Pick up or have it delivered.
We ordered dinner while recording and it showed up before we wrapped.
Better Good sweet corn and burrata ravioli.
Nuri protein drinks, even St. Patrick's Day treats.
Walmart.com.
Not Move, fam. Southgate edition just landed and it's fire. Check the tee. Watch out for the skis and the wickets. Hockey stick, cricket wickets, all vibes. We got hoodies, mugs, caps, beanies, whatever you need. Cop yours before they...
At the Not Move podcast, just drop the gear.
Heavyweight hoodies, premium cotton, street ready.
Caps, mugs, and more. Every detail on point.
Whether you're hooping, tailgating, or just repping the pod, NMP fits the culture.
Limited drops. When they're gone, they're gone.
Cop yours today at notmoveshop.fourthwall.com.
Podcast. We just had our first WWE legend come on to Ringside Rewind. Y'all go check that out, man. It was amazing. But now let's get into it, man. Moving on. I think we can all agree on this one. The worst team in the NFC East, the Dallas Cowboys, man.
Yeah.
No,
man.
correct it.
Get it out the
Cowgirls.
way.
Cowgirls. Correct that.
You know,
Cowgirls.
I got
All right, TJ, how do you feel about free agency and the draft? And what y'all doing next season?
Nothing.
Man, you know, I hear the hate, and it's good to be on top. You know what I mean? It's good to be on top. But as far as our free agent moves, right? What we did this all season, I think we paid a lot of attention to our defense, right? I think they finally understand and want to make progressive moves on actually putting together a competent defense, right? That can keep guys or keep teams from, taking the top off of us week in and week out. You know what I mean? And I think that'll really help us as far as staying in some of these games that get out of control for us. We make a lot of good fourth quarter pushes, you know what I mean, to not make it look so bad. The prime example being the most recent with the Green Bay playoff game. Though that box score told us a totally different story than what the game was, right? So if we can get some guys back there in our secondary to let us take a hit in the mouth, you know what I mean, without it getting too wild in the first half of the game, that'll really help us out, right? And we went out, we got Gary, which, I wouldn't say is that much of a splash for us, right? But we, on the other hand, we got Quentin Williams, right? We traded for Quentin Williams last season, and we also got Kenny Clark up there, man. And I think, with us switching our defensive style around with those guys that we have, we might see a significant jump, or I won't say significant, but at least I want to say 4 or 5 spots for sure in our run defense, you know what I mean? And, keeping some guys from just running all over us. And, on to the draft with Caleb, you know what I mean? Caleb obviously is the still of the draft. How do you feel about it is it's up to you and your team, right? But I think Caleb was definitely still of the draft for us because we wanted to go big on defense. Again, we showed a lot of attention to that in the free agency, and then we doubled down in the draft, you know what I mean? Drafted 5 out of our 7 picks were defense, so yeah, we definitely addressing some issues that we have there. And Caleb is the first piece in a long rebuild or long road to getting a competent defense put out there, you know what I mean? And people are sitting here saying, we drafted a safety high, that's not normal, a lot of downside, right? But we got to remember here, the draft is about your upside, you know what I mean? That's what it's all about, right? And if you want to put pieces there that'll help, you want somebody there that's going to be a solid player and an anchor for your defense. And he's a tone setter. You know what I mean? So I like what we've done so far. I'm excited for preseason. That's not something you hear me say a lot, right? But I'm excited for preseason, get these guys some real game time reps and see how it all starts to fall together.
Yes, sir. So what you think, y'all? Early prediction? What you think your record's gonna be?
Man, I really want to say I say it's getting 11. I say it's getting 11-6. 11-6.
That's bold.
All right.
That's very bold.
11-6. Is that bold for it? Is that really bold, man? You think about it.
I can see.
We got a healthy CD
I
coming.
don't, I don't,
We
I
got a
don't see it.
GP coming, right?
I don't see it.
It's his contract year. GP's on a contract year. We got us a nice running back there, man, and our offensive linemen are starting to gel. I still think though that we need some more pieces on the offensive line, but we did draft 2 years ago. He's escaping my name. His name's escaping me right now, but we got some pieces down there, man, that are really gonna start working out for us, and I think next draft will address that as well. But Dak's still slinging it, you know what I mean, in the regular season, given
What,
as
slinging
good as
it to the other
anybody else.
team?
Yeah, you gotta correct that
Here we
regular
go.
season.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
trying to
right.
be
And
honest here. You know what I mean? I was
yeah,
trying to be honest
CJ,
here. You know what I
in
mean?
the regular season, you gotta correct that.
And I said in the regular season, right? In the regular season. But yeah, like I said, 11-6, man. I think 11-6 is going to be tough for us. I think we'll definitely be, if, I think I want to say first in the division, but I'll give the Eagles the credit where it's due, bro. They're coming real tough, and they have an explosive, high-powered offense over there, and it's hard to ignore.
That's diabolical.
Thank you. Now
That's
I
diabolical.
I
mean,
agree.
I
I
mean,
agree with
look,
your
you know what I
take.
mean? We like to talk football. I love to be a fan, but right now we're talking football, and I'll give it to the Eagles, man. You know what I mean? They might be in a little bit of a funk, you know what I mean, with everything that's going on over there. But I still think, that quarterback they have over there, yeah, he'll get the ship right. As much as I hate to say it, he'll get the ship right and do what needs to be done and, make plays.
Yes, sir. All right, then we hear from CJ Cowboys going 11-6. Now moving on to the best team in the NFC East, 2017/2024 Super Bowl champ, back-to-back NFC East champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's get into it, Josh.
Go Birds, man.
Go Birds.
Boom.
Yes,
Bums.
sir. Hey,
Bums.
I mean, I would be booing too if I couldn't win the division.
Check down merchant. Let's say
Hey,
Cole
hold on, hold
Carey.
on. I'll be booing too if my quarterback didn't know how to slide.
He was Mr. Medium. We were talking about Mr. Medium over there. Come on now.
I'd be booing too if I lost by 55 in the NFC. If I lost 55-23 in the NFC Championship.
Oh my God. We weren't even supposed to be there, but we made it.
And you lost 55-23 and had a smile on your face. I don't want to hear it.
Hey, it is what it is at the end of the
All
day.
right, John, let's get into this, man. First pickup, Tyreek Woodland, man. Great pickup. That cornerback 2 spot, you got you got Quinton Mitchell, Tyreek Woodland, and Cooper Najee. Any other team, I would say Tyreek Woodland could be a number 1. So I think that's a solid pickup. And I heard that we're not going back for Adoree Jackson, so that's another good thing. Hollywood Brown. How did you feel about Hollywood Brown, Ja?
Wasn't needed. Really didn't matter to me.
So
I see the concept of what we're going with, going out the Hollywood Brown, but I just don't like it.
Okay. The next one, Grant Calcaterra, we re-signed, which I think that was a great re-sign. I liked it. I like Grant Calcaterra. He's a great tight end. I wouldn't say he's a great tight end. He's a good tight end. With Dallas Goedert being back, it's perfect having both of them back at the duo. I think Grant's a good blocker, and you put Dallas out on the routes to run, man. Perfect.
So that's why, yeah. Good.
You said what? You there, Ja?
He froze.
He's frozen.
All right, Ja,
Just
come
like
back
an Eagle
up.
fan, frozen.
All right, so Jonathan, listen, let's not do that, y'all.
That's that Sheagle shit. That's that Sheagle shit.
We're not gonna
I'm trying
do
to
that.
tell you.
That's that Sheagle shit right there.
Hey, listen, bro. All I'm saying is win the division and then come talk to me. Listen, go. He
This
ain't one
guy,
of
y'all
the
gonna live off
Good
that.
game.
Yeah, the Giants are
Jonathan.
going to be back in a few years.
Tell your
Okay,
quarterbacks
Jonathan
to have
Jones.
good accuracy. How about that?
Jonathan
Facts.
Jones. Hold on, come on, y'all. Let me. Jonathan Jones. You know he was a death piece. Great death piece. Yeah. Don't really have much to say about Jonathan Jones. Damian Pierce from the Texans. Solid pickup. Hold on. There we go. Jock, you good now? What the hell?
I keep dropping,
See,
come back up, dropping, come back up.
you talk about the Eagles, you done messed them all up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Done froze his account and everything. Jesus
That's that
Christ.
Sheagle shit right there.
Yeah, my whole
God bless.
streamies app crashed on me. I come back.
Even the internet connection don't believe it. Anything else saying about the Eagles?
Elijah Moore, which was AJ Brown's best friend, a good receiver piece. Which I think we got a lot of receivers. I mean, we re-signed Fred Johnson, O-line. He did good when Lane Johnson went out. He was all right. So I think that's a good for a backup for Lane Johnson or Lander Dickerson when they go out. I think that's a good backup piece. We got Mekhi Lemon in the first round, moved up to pick 20, traded with the Dallas Cowboys. I did not see that coming, however, but I knew because the last time we traded with the Dallas Cowboys, we got Devontae Smith. I knew we were going for a receiver since we traded with the Cowboys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So as soon as we got Mekhi Lemon, I knew we were going to be good. We got a solid receiver group still. Even if A.J. Brown ends up leaving per June 1st, I think we'll still end up being good, and those draft picks will come in handy whenever. And I'm going to make a hot take. Next year, we're going to trade away those 2 draft picks to move up higher in that round to get Jeremiah Smith.
No, the fuck not. I'm sorry.
It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
Facts. It's not going to happen at all.
It's not happening, gang. Just stop it, bro. Stop it, bro.
When it happens, Bendo, when it happens, listen, we're gonna tear them. We're gonna tear y'all down piece by piece. Bro.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. We'll see.
Now for my prediction, for the Eagles.
Oh God, here we go.
Of course, we're gonna win the division again. Of course, because I don't have to worry about the bum manders, the cowgirls, and the Giants wannabes.
Oh my God.
Anyways, I don't got to worry about them. So we're probably gonna get 13 solid wins.
13? Are you shitting me, bro?
First year offensive coordinator.
13 with the new OC.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
11 with a new OC.
For the first time OC.
Hey, it don't matter, dog.
Hold on. Time out. We just won that amount of almost that amount of games with a first
with Kevin Patullo.
And guess what? Y'all lost to a hospital 49ers team in the fucking playoffs.
You didn't make the playoffs.
Y'all were supposed to win that game, and what happened? AJ Brown dropped the ball.
Hold on. So what does that have to do with the prediction?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was my prediction. 12 to 13.
Hold on. So for one, you said with a new OC.
You need to flip that around. 12 to 13 losses.
You're funny. Oh.
What happened in the playoffs had nothing to do with the regular. I said what happened in the playoffs had nothing to do with the regular season. We won the games in the regular season. What happened in the playoffs happened in the playoffs.
I didn't mention that.
You're only gonna mention the playoff loss if one, you didn't
watch.
Make it.
Eagles gonna finish last in the division. You heard it here first.
Or 2, your name is Timbo, and you think you think the Commanders are a good football team. It is what it is.
Where's Timbo?
Hey, it's crazy. It's crazy though. I think everybody here. I think we all lose to each other at least once. I think everybody splits this year. I got a feeling.
I can see that. We're sweeping the Giants.
Everybody's sweeping the Giants.
Y'all said that. Hold on. Y'all said the same. Y'all said that shit last year. What happened? Y'all couldn't score shit in the second half.
We beat y'all.
We're gonna we'll split with the Giants. Listen, we'll split with the Giants and sweep the Commanders and split with the Cowboys.
Listen close.
Oh man, get out of here.
I think you got a better chance of sweeping the Giants than you do the Commanders. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's wishful thinking. But
I think Jay don't want to hear that.
Okay,
Oh, come on, man. Don't wish that bad juju on us, Ricky Bobby. Come on now.
I don't care.
Okay, Ja.
Look, I don't care.
What's your thoughts on free agency, Ja? And what's your thoughts on the draft? And what's your prediction, man?
So for one, I predict 12. Same thing I did last year. I predicted 12 wins. And what happens at the end of the season is tricky. I won't say anything about that. I see we win the division again. I love the draft picks. Some of them are questionable, but for the most part, I was pretty content. I like them. I'm upset we didn't get a safety higher in the draft, but it is good. Things happen. The tight end that we got is really good. I mean, from what I've seen, he's really exposed to if he can get open, stretch the field. He's a vertical guy. We get another vertical.
I can barely hear you, Ja.
Yeah, Ja, you're muffled.
So I just said all line. Y'all heard nothing?
No, I heard.
I heard
part
some
of
of it.
You heard part of it, and then at like the end, you started muffling.
Oh, I just went into a whole dialogue. What was the last thing I heard?
You said the tight end that y'all have is vertical, right? And you say he can stretch the field. I ain't hear nothing after that.
Yeah.
That's literally the last thing I said.
Okay.
Yep.
Last thing I said. Like the last person. Anyway.
Okay, Ja. That's our bad, dog.
He can stretch the field. I wish we drafted a safety early in the draft, but it is what it is. Can't go back and change it. Free agency, I think we weren't aggressive until we traded for Jonathan Gennard, which I love the trade. Simple fact that he's playing with Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith, Jalen Hunt, who we all know can get after the quarterback, who also we all know put pressure on the quarterback, who also helps the run game in terms of defense. You add him there, a 10 sack guy. When he's healthy, add him into that defense, he gets $100 million. Honestly, it's like a bargain deal. I like that deal a lot, and I like the draft a lot. I mean, overall, I think the offseason was pretty solid. It's nothing crazy. Obviously, I think the AJ Brown trade will depend on what we get. If we do trade him, what we get for that.
Man, that man going to the Patriots.
You know, all it depends on the hole that we get after that. Other than that, I think it's pretty solid. It can go with the AJ Brown trade.
Facts. Now, what do you think about our record?
Well, here we go.
Oh, that's the first thing I said was 12. I said I think we could win
12-5. Okay.
Around 12,
real quick, before we end this off, I'm gonna break down the NFC East quarterbacks in the order they go in. Right? You got Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott, Jackson Dart, and then Jaden Daniels.
That's wild.
Jalen Hurts is not the number one quarterback. Stop it.
That's wild to say. So first off, how can a guy who can't throw for 3,000 yards, he has yet to throw in his NFL career, as many accomplishments as he has
thrown for 3,000 yards.
When?
When?
Oh, I'm
what year?
Up right now, gang.
What year?
Hold on, real
2022.
quick.
We're in 2026.
Real quick.
2022, we're in 2026,
how many
brother.
Super Bowls y'all quarterback been to?
Real quick, hold on.
And here we go.
That's such a weak argument. He's a second-year quarterback. That's such a weak argument.
I'm not talking to you, Bando. You got an excuse. Y'all two got an excuse, but CJ doesn't.
I just want us to speak factual. He's thrown it multiple times. 32, he's thrown 37, he's thrown 38. He could have had, and then what y'all saying is he should have had 4K. And in 2 of those years, he would have had 4K had he not missed 2 games. That's neither here nor there. That's how he feels. That's his personal opinion. I honestly have Dak and Jalen, but it is what it is.
That's crazy. You put Jaden Daniels last.
I'm sorry,
That's
as much. I don't like the cliche Prescott. He's the number one quarterback in the NFC East.
No,
that's a fact. Hey, you can hate all you want to. That's a fact. I stay facts.
He called him the cliche.
Hey, so real quick, to recap everything, this is what I've heard from everybody. The Giants are apparently going to be a good team next year. Commanders are apparently winning the division. Commanders are apparently winning the division next year. The Cowboys. Cowboys are going to be the Cowboys.
You guys, we should watch out for the Cowboys.
Hey, Hey, look, like I said, 11-6, and I just say that because our defense still, to me, I want to see it, right? I think we addressed the Michael Parsons situations, you know what I mean? And I don't want to go on a rant here, but I just, like I said, 5 out of our 7 picks were defense, and I think 3 of those guys were edge, right? So we've addressed the Michael Parsons thing. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, be careful. I say 11-6 to be humble, real humble, dog.
And we know the
Hold on,
true.
hold on.
So at the end of it all, the Eagles are really winning the NFC East back to
Wait,
back to back.
hold on. When did you address what player did you get to address the Michael Parsons situation?
We're making strides to replace
Oh,
or to
that's
at
what you
least
said.
compensate, right, for what we lost. You see what I'm saying?
I like what they've done in the defense.
Okay. No, I'm not.
Yeah, the Giants.
We
All
still
jokes
have a
aside,
corner, but
I know we're all division rivals, but all the East got better. The whole
I'm
East.
telling you, the Cowboys might be good if they
The whole East is going to be a problem next year.
So
And
I just want to say, there's only one team in the whole NFC East that believes in a secondary. By the way, just one team.
all right, yeah, we hear you guys. Y'all did really great. Y'all do really great, right? I give you that. I'm envious of the defense. I'll never lie, right? But you guys got to figure out what you're gonna do with AJ, right? Because
I don't
like
care
as much
about
as
that.
Facts.
man, you say that as much as you want, bro. But if you lose that receiver, it's gonna hurt you a lot more than your pride, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
No, it ain't.
And that's real deal.
Yeah, it
Hey,
is,
hey,
dude.
I love
Uh-huh.
Smitty. I love Smitty, bro. But come on, bro. He's too little to take those hits like that late in the season. All right, December, he's not gonna want to get hit like that by those safeties, man.
What are you
You gotta
talking
you
about? He
gotta
Facts.
has
think
to
about
get
it.
hit by. He gets hit by them on a regular day basis, my
It's a
brother.
difference getting hit in September than when you're getting hit in December and
He's
guys are playing
getting
for
hit in
playoff
December.
spots.
He's getting hit in December and in late
And,
February
all
because
right,
of
Ja. All right,
him
Ja.
making it a
We
deep
All
gotta
right,
shot.
Ja.
we gotta
He's done
figure
that
out.
already, bro.
All right,
He's
all
been
right,
to the
man.
Super Bowl
But it's
twice.
different. It's different, right? So look, it's different. Let's say Jalen Hurts throws the ball 20 times, right? Devontae's probably realistically gonna get 8 of those. AJ's gonna get the bulk of them, and then you can spare, the other 2 or 3 to your other wide receivers, right? But my point being, he's not getting those throws late in the season, deep down the field, because he can't take those hits. You're gonna get him
Yes,
short
he
routes, right?
is.
Something you can get him the ball and he can make a move with it after. You're not gonna. Are you really
That's
gonna
not
sit him in
true,
front of his
though.
safety? Are you gonna sit him in front of his safety in December
Yes, we do it
as
now
your
with
number one?
AJ there.
But as a
No,
constant number one, think about this.
what you're saying, right? Doesn't matter if you're a number one, two, three, four, five. It does not matter. Regardless, you gotta go down when them safeties. Them safeties are going to hit you, whether you're a number one receiver or a number two receiver. And guess what? Our deep threat receiver was Devontae Smith. So guess who was the one going down the field getting hit by them safeties? Majority of the time, Devontae Smith. He did it. A huge stretch going straight into the playoffs, doing it in the playoffs. You forgot he got hit crazy in the playoff when he caught that catch and almost got the wind knocked out of him, got back up and got in the game?
All right, so how long do you think he can sustain that when he's the primary? Like, I get what you're saying. I'm not sitting here saying he doesn't do it, but it's a difference when you're the only guy that's a threat on the offensive as a
Not.
receiver.
He's not.
If you lose AJ, then who you got?
Dallas Goddard is
Hollywood?
still a top 10, top 5 tight end in the game.
Yeah, but Dallas, are you really sending Dallas Goddard on 40-yard routes?
Come
A
on.
rookie?
No, he's
A
not.
rookie?
No, I'm not just going to go off the rookie. Hold on. Elijah Moore.
We got plethora of receivers, bro. I get what you're
Six.
So
trying
you
to say,
telling
but
me? So
it's
you're
not
telling
making
me,
sense.
AJ?
I mean, we
Go
can
ahead.
listen, hear me out. The Green Bay does the same shit, dog. We're not going to act like this is new. Green Bay has a bunch of twos and fucking run with it, and it works for them. It can work for us.
Okay, I feel you on that tip. But Green Bay has a system, right?
Yes, but
That's
see, that's the
Exactly,
thing. We
man.
don't know what the Eagles see
Y'all
in the
don't have a
offensive.
system.
No, Bando, you can't say that
We're not
because you
just
haven't
saying
seen the
anything right
workout
now.
programs that they've been doing with Jalen
We're
Hurts.
just saying,
You
no,
haven't
we're
seen
just
what they've been doing.
saying anything,
They're doing the same thing they do with Jalen Daniels. They're making him put the helmet on his camera. They're hearing what he's hearing in the play call. They're seeing what he's seeing, and they're developing him even more. That's what they've been working on this offseason.
bro. Hold on, one.
Developing
That's regular.
even more.
That's regular quarterback things. That drill right there.
They just started this year, Ja.
Yeah,
They
that's
just
regular. Okay, I understand that. Some quarterbacks do it every year. Some come, but that's a regular quarterback thing. It's not like Patrick Mahomes even does it. You get what I'm saying? It's not something.
I understand that, but
That's
see,
what
we're
I'm saying.
changing up our
Like,
scheme.
we're just saying anything and not speaking like logic.
So
We're not,
I
I have a
wanted
I know
to.
take
we're not
too.
speaking logically because certain things that's coming out of our mouths aren't making sense.
Really quick, I mean, this O line has to hold up. The run game was super compromised last year, and it forced Hurts to throw. Teams were just prepared for the throws too, and ultimately a lot like he to throw a lot of balls out of bounds, and the offense was flat under Patullo. We could hit the Patullo nail on the head, but like ultimately, man, the O line has to hold up because if what's his name, Lane Johnson and Dickerson are hurt for an extended period of time, like together, like the offense won't get going, in my opinion.
Facts, and I agree with
Yeah.
you on that.
Facts.
And I think that's why we drafted an offensive line in the draft. But the thing for me, when it comes to our offensive line, we don't have Jeff Stowning no more.
Yeah, that too, man.
So
The
that
problem with this is what a key contributor to also why the run game looks so bad. One, the backup prior is terrible, right? And whenever he came in the game, it was just stifled everything. Couldn't run block, he couldn't pass block, he was just bad in everything. Right? Well, aside from that, if you're running straight up the middle, right, and you're running the basic run calls, I granted we don't want to just hit the hammer of the Petula. But some of this is on Saquon. We're not bouncing it out outside. We're not doing anything. We're just running straight up the middle. You're not. No, I don't care if you have Derrick Henry with the Great Wall of China. You're not. You're not succeeding that way of just going straight up the middle and hoping for success. You're not succeeding that way.
facts.
On
I
inside,
actually,
on deep ball, it doesn't work. Like this is the reality. We won 11 games, and all honesty, we shouldn't have.
So Brian, Silk, are you still here?
Yep.
Silk and Brian Maxwell, right?
What's happening?
With I know y'all told what y'all record is going to be and everything, but what is it going to take for y'all to get to that record? What do you think it's going to take for y'all to get to that record?
Everybody
Protect
staying
Jaden
healthy.
Daniels. Yep. Protect Jaden. Capitalize on our new wide receivers. I mean, we got some people starting with Antonio Williams coming on board. I think he's going to be an impact. I think he's going to start. And I think, Scary Terry does what he does. And we
Facts.
progress. And the running back game, there was a little bit of up and down with McCroskey Merritt, but I think he's going to be stable and he's going to at least, he's going to lead the charge on second and third down, and we'll work on it. But I
I
think
think
the
he's a
main,
1,000-yard rusher this year. Just saying.
yeah, I think so too. I think Jaden's going to, he's going to change because under Kingsbury, they were running that pistol a lot, which exposed him. When you expose a running
Hmm.
quarterback like that, it's it's going to do harm to your body sooner or later. So if we get those kinks out of the way, I think Jaden will have a banner year this year again.
Facts. I feel good about this team this year. Like,
I feel real good. I feel good that the money we spent right off the rip, I mean, we locked up Laramie Tunsil. He was the second
hmm
best offensive tackle in the NFL last year. So it's, we're investing in our future, but immediate. We got Leo Chanel from the Chiefs. We got Chiga Conquay. We got Nick Cross. I mean, our
yeah, I like
defense is
Nick
already.
Cross.
Nick Cross is a dog. So I think across the board, and then who we picked up in our draft, it's really going to impact the team.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I feel like Frankie Louvu is gonna have one of his best seasons this year.
Oh yeah, Sonny Styles is going to be learning from Frankie.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
So so I feel like like I said earlier, I feel like our defense is gonna be at least top 10 this year.
Yeah, it's going to be a big turnaround.
Interesting.
really interesting.
Very, very interesting.
All right. To the Giants fans, y'all said 12-5.
What?
How do
That's
y'all see?
crazy.
Hold on. We ain't say 12-5. We ain't that delusional.
That's what you said.
I would hope not.
We ain't
That's
say
what you
12 and
said.
5. When did
Yes,
I
you
say 12 and
did.
5? When did I say 12 and 5?
All right,
Said
what'd you
eight
say
and
I don't
then?
nine.
think
My
he
fault.
did.
I said 10 and 7 or 9 and 8. When did I ever say 12 and
Okay,
5?
okay. I'm sorry. My fault. I'm
My
sorry.
bad. Yo, what is it gonna take for y'all to go 9-7, 10-5, 10-6?
Ultimately, I think our defense has to step up. We'll see what we see from Denard Wilson. I gave the analysis on Arvell Reese, but I think it just goes to show that our pass rush is lethal, man. I like the additions of DJ Reader. Got to see how the run defense pans out with the new linebackers too. If the run defense and it holds up and Dart proves himself to be a consistent starting quarterback in this league, a run heavy offense with Nagy, that's what it'll take to be 10-17.
All right. Now to the Cowboys fans, man. What's it going to take for y'all to go 11-6?
Like I say, just our defense has to keep us in games, right? I think that's what it is. Our defense has to keep us in games, man. There are a lot of games we don't know how to take a punch in the mouth. You know what I mean? Teams come out, we play Cowboy football up until someone scores on us, right? And especially if they score first, you know what I mean? We do not know what to do when the scoreboard hits 14-0, the other team way, right? We just don't know what to do. So if our defense, right, could keep us in some of these games, I think our offense speaks for itself. I don't even, you know what I mean? I don't. We have two star-studded receivers over there, great one-two punch. We finally got a running back that I think is gonna be a solid back for us. We're really a bell cow kind of team, so he seems to want to fit the picture. You know what I mean? And like I say, our defense has to take a major identity realization, right, for us to get 11-6 there.
Yes, sir. All right. Now back to the best team in football.
That's
This is
crazy.
what I think we got to
Stop
do,
it.
man.
Stop it.
So
Stop,
it's
stop
simple,
the
right?
cap.
We just gotta do what we've
Stop the
been
cap.
doing. Show them who runs this shit. That's all we gotta do.
Stop the cap.
Just
Stop the
keep showing
cap.
them who runs the East right now. They got to understand. They all had their time. The Commanders, they had their time. The Giants, they had their time. The Cowboys, they had their time. Motherfucker, you're living in the Eagles' time now. That's what time it is. It's fucking go Birds, fly Eagles, fly. That's what time it
Nah,
is.
it's cry.
Y'all need
Eagles cry.
You need to get behind the program.
Facts.
Y'all all need to get behind the program,
Thanks.
right? So it's 12-5. It's pretty
The
simple. We just need to keep
Sheebles.
doing what we do. Like it's simple.
Y'all own fans don't even
Diabolical.
like y'all team sometimes. Come on now.
Facts.
Like, what do you mean?
Hey, bro, listen.
Yeah,
When the East back
exactly.
to back and then talk to me. When the East back to back and then talk to me.
The offense, man.
Hey, whenever y'all can win the East back to back, come talk to me.
Wow, bro, you the first team to do it in years, bro. You
In
act like
20
this is
years.
something.
In
And
20
we
You act
still
like
did.
you're the
years.
first person to do it.
In
Like this is a
20 years.
regular.
In 20 years, brother. In
Wow,
20 years. Wow. Y'all
That's
did it for the
crazy.
first time and don't know how to act. Relax.
right?
It,
Swear.
it took y'all 50 years to get 2 Super Bowls.
No, hold on,
You
hold
Hey,
know
on.
what?
hey,
Hey, I
y'all
tell
Facts.
you like
don't
this.
understand
I
whose
tell you like
time it
this.
is.
Hold on, yo, hold
I
on,
tell you
Bando.
like
I got
this.
a
When y'all
question.
can beat Dak Prescott, come holler at me. Then you can
Now I
talk to
have a
me.
question. I have a question for the both of y'all. You said in 20 years. What was the last team to do it 20 years ago? Do y'all know?
The Eagles, I know McNabb.
Oh,
I
okay,
know.
Thank you.
okay. Just saying.
Man, all right,
Y'all
all right.
can't do it, man. Y'all don't know what that's like, man.
Yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
Big, it took y'all
Yeah,
50 years,
I've
50
seen
years to
two.
get 2 Super Bowls, bro. Please stop it. Please stop.
And we about to get our
Please,
third.
y'all stop it. Y'all not getting
Just
3,
stay
bro.
tuned for it, man.
Y'all not getting 3, bro.
But yeah, man, that's all we have for the NFC East. That's the wrap up on the NFC East. We're gonna do this again, the preseason, week 1. We're gonna hit on the get us all back up here, talk some more. We'll talk about the best team in football, the Eagles. We'll talk
Oh
about the
my
worst team
God.
in football, the Cowboys.
God.
We'll talk about
Nah, nobody
an
wants to
all
listen to
right
the
team.
Sheagles, dog.
We'll talk about an all right team, the Commanders. We'll talk about an okay team, the
Yeah, you're
Giants.
hating. For you to call the Giants or the Commanders better than us, you're hating. Come on now. You're hating, dog. You're hating.
I mean, we got a brighter future than y'all.
A brighter future. Your
The
future's in the
Giants, the
ER, bro. Your
Giants have a
future's in the
brighter
ER right now.
future.
What do you mean, dog?
We have a brighter future than the
Scatterboo
Cowgirls.
injured last
He
season.
has
Neighbors
one
injured last
injury.
season. Dart injured last season. Y'all might as well start. Y'all might
Scadaboo
as
has
well.
one
Like, what
injury
are
and
we
he's injury
saying?
prone all of a sudden. Oh my
Y'all
goodness.
pull up in gurney's to the game. I
Oh
ain't talking
my
about the
Oh my
quarterback.
god,
god,
bro.
that's
Y'all pull up
Last
in
crazy.
time,
gurney
like,
to the
yo,
game.
bro, tell Dak to stop throwing an interception every other game. How about that?
Tell your organization to make a competent move.
We did. We made multiple. We made multiple
When?
this season. This off
Yeah, all
season.
right.
This off season.
Let's let the season play
This
out
off
and see if there were
season.
All
comparable
right,
moves.
y'all.
Let's see how Harbaugh plans out, right? Let's see if that was a comparable move.
We'll
Come on.
see. Jerry Jones is gonna croak.
Hey,
Oh my
hey,
god,
Hey, calm down.
diabolical.
Calm down. You gotta chill, man. We live, dog.
As long
Anyway,
as as long as he's running that team, y'all ain't winning jack shit.
hey, bro, look.
Sounds
You
about
know what's
right.
crazy? You
I
know
have to second that. I
your
have to
quarterback
second
had a
that.
I
chance to
got a
be a
third
crash
that.
test dummy if he didn't make it in the NFL. You see the way he be out there.
What?
He be out there like what's that one dude? What's that one dude from Marvel? Juggernaut. Yeah, that's what I'll call Jackson Dart. Juggernaut. Yeah. He don't know how to slide. Running through everything.
That shit was so whack and ass. Just like Dak in the playoffs.
Ooh,
At least we can get there. Like, bro, when's the
Yo,
last time you've been to the playoffs?
A little bit into it.
2021, 2022.
And what did you do?
We got a playoff one
Same thing Dak
Against
did.
who?
against Minnesota. They were
Minnesota.
13-3 that year. They were 13-3 that year.
Then they lost to the
Once
Eagles.
to the blue moon.
And
Once to the
hold on,
blue
last
moon.
time
I'm
that I
just
checked,
saying,
y'all
Hey, it's
I'm
haven't.
just
crazy.
saying,
I think it's
bro.
Hold
crazy
on.
because
Hold on, wait,
Last
I'm
time
just
I
saying.
checked, hold on.
wait,
Hold
wait.
on.
You're right because that was one of two playoff appearances you've had in the last 10 years, right? One of
Yeah, because
two,
we got it
right?
in 2016.
One of
2016.
two, right? One of two, right?
2016.
In the last 10 years. One of two, right? Okay.
But
One of two
last
in the
time I
last 10
checked, y'all
years.
haven't got a
Okay.
playoff win in 2 seasons. Actually,
But
one
we
into
got one.
3
We got two dubs. We got two dubs.
in a 10-year span with Dak.
oh
Eh.
lord.
That shit is
But
crazy.
we've been more than you though. Like we've had more chances at
There's there.
least. You know
Listen,
what I'm saying?
listen.
Like
Wait,
There's
we've
no,
had
there's
hold
more
on,
there's
bro.
chances
going
at
there.
Y'all
Hold
least.
on.
Like
There's
we've had more
going there.
chances at least.
can't
Listen,
We've
relate
listen.
had
that to
more
There's a
chances,
different.
right?
Hold on.
basketball.
There's a difference between going there and then winning. Y'all have
Hey,
2 in 10 years.
you know
They
what's
never
crazy? You
went
know
there.
what's crazy?
They only made it to the divisional, bro. When you say
You know
win,
what's crazy?
that's
The
the
last
Super
thing I
Bowl.
remember
Top been
about the
there.
Giants in the playoffs, right, is something about a boat trip, right? A bunch of dudes on a boat, their
Hey,
shirts off. That's
Bendo.
the last thing I remember about a
Hey,
Giants
Bendo,
playoff
you know
trip.
how
I
to
ain't
Yeah,
gonna
you
lie.
could say that, but have you seen the
I
Super
don't
Bowl?
remember nothing else.
Have you seen a Bowl win?
Hey, y'all know how to
Are
What
you
does
y'all know how
that
to get
mean?
celebrated?
quiet?
How old were you when Eli won that? Come on, bro. Like, what are you talking
At
about?
least I
Y'all want to
remember.
see how
I've
to get them
seen it.
quiet?
No, you
Watch
don't
this.
remember it. Come on, you don't remember what you
I
were
do
doing that day.
remember
Hey,
it.
yo,
I do
CJ, I
remember
got
it.
a
What were you
question
doing
for
that
you.
day?
I do.
CJ, I got a question for you, dog. When was
What's
your
up?
last NFC East appearance? NFC Championship appearance?
In the 90s, for
What year in the
sure.
90s? What year in the 90s?
95.
Yeah, we're going into year 31 without y'all winning shit.
Damn. Wild stat. Wild stat. Anyways.
Hey, when's the last time you made? Hey, you know what? Fuck it, whatever.
You can't, you can't, you
2024.
can't. You
When's the
can't say
last time you
nothing.
won the division? Hold on. When's the last time you won a division? Yeah, actually, yeah. When's the last time you
Last
won a
year, the
division?
year before.
Not you, Robert.
2011.
He know who I'm talking to. When was the last time the
Oh
Giants won the division?
man. You gotta bring up the division.
When's the
Talk
last
about
time you
winning
won
the
the?
big one.
When's the last time you
Talk
won the
about winning
division?
the big one. You
I don't.
haven't
When's
won
the
the big
last
one
time
in
you won?
30
You got it,
years,
bro. You're the
brother.
bottom of the barrel of the division. You barely got into the playoffs on
I've
those two
seen us
Super
win
Bowl
the
runs.
big
I
one
want to
though.
hear it. All right, you
Oh,
barely
Win the
seen it.
big one. Win
hold
the
on. Did
big
y'all just
one.
see what
All
happened?
right.
Dak is such a top 5 quarterback, but can't fucking win.
Watch your mouth when you speak about my quarterback, because he
Hey,
He
owns
can't.
every
He
listen.
single
can't
one
win.
of
He's
your
a loser.
organizations.
He's a
Time out. Time
loser.
out.
He's a
Watch
loser.
your
Time
He's a
out.
mouth.
loser.
He
He's
has
a
a winning
loser.
record
I
against
got
every
breaking
single one
news.
of your organizations.
Listen,
I don't
listen,
want to
listen,
I
hear
listen,
it,
got
listen,
bro.
breaking
listen.
news.
Daquisha Prescott is a fucking loser.
I got
Said, but he
breaking news.
owns the
Hold on. I
Giants.
got breaking news.
What's up?
Breaking news. The Giants, Commanders, and Cowboys. An eagle just shitted in the middle of their stadium.
That's diabolical.
Yo, bro, what the fuck, yeah?
See, just for that,
How
the
was
Eagles will
that?
finish last in the division. That's crazy.
Let's be for real, dog. Let's Be for real. You know that ain't true.
Pause. God bless.
Bro, I had to, bro. I had to stop the conversation.
That shit was ass.
They were going deep.
Yeah,
That shit was ass. Like he
Yo,
went hurts his
Bendo,
arm.
listen, Bendo, we
That
gotta
shit was ass. Like hurts his arm.
we gotta end this, dog. We gotta end the stream.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all boys
All
for having
right.
me up here, though.
Hold on real
Shout out
quick.
NMP,
All right,
man.
everybody. Take care, NMP.
Yes, sir. So shout out to Silk, shout out to Brian Maxwell, the Red Rim, shout out to Bando, shout out to CJ, shout out to everybody that showed up, shout out to Ja. Hey, Brian Maxwell, let them know about your podcast, man. Let them know about your fight that's coming up and everything real quick.
Of course, I run the Mr. Red Rims podcast. Hit your boy up. I'm fighting June 13th in Memphis, Tennessee. Making my return back to MMA since 2019. I've had a lot of side quests since then, and it's about to be a banger. Like I'm literally 10% from being in top tier shape, in top tier mode. I got 5 weeks left of fight camp. I got three pounds left to lose.
Hey.
These last 4 months, I've been with a new gym, and I feel free. I feel a whole lot different than I have in the past couple of years. This is a different. I'm going to say it. This is a very, very, very different version of myself that I haven't seen in a very long time. And like I said, I'm at a new gym, and they've brung the old but new me back out here. And telling you, June 13th is going to be one to watch. I end up winning that fight. I'm probably going to fight a week later for bare knuckle fighting championships in Nashville,
Hey.
Tennessee. So,
You don't mind me asking, what's your record?
it's not the best, but it is what it is. I'm 1-9 in bare knuckle. I'm 2-3 in MMA. I'm undefeated in Muay Thai, and I'm 0-1 in boxing. Well, technically
Hey.
1-1 in boxing, but they didn't count one of them because I fought Ocho Cinco, so they called that a draw.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
So,
congratulations. Hey, congratulations, bro, on
sure.
everything, regardless of everything. You know what I'm talking about? Because shit, not a lot of people, you say it's nothing to be proud of. Shit, it's something because I couldn't even do nothing. I wouldn't even have my one. I'd be 0-9. You know what I'm talking about, bro? So, congratulations, bro, and good luck to you for real, man.
And I can't wait to
Appreciate
see
you.
that.
Look, I'm very, very happy at where I'm at. I crossed over to a different sport, and I had some injuries doing that crossover into bare knuckle, and once I got my injury fixed, I started to put the pressure on people, and now people are actually ducking me in bare knuckle at this point after I got my first win,
Yeah.
and they seen what they seen, and it's at the point with bare knuckle that people are actually ducking me because they know that like this is a different version of me, a healthier me at that. And like I said, I'm crossing back over to MMA where I was king at for a long time. I still got
Yeah.
all 7 of my titles in my son's room, just collecting dust. But it's gonna be a super busy year for me, and I'm retiring in 4 years while I'm healthy and still functional and with no injuries, God willing. But I'm on my, I'm not gonna say my last ride, but I'm on a tour right now. You know what I'm saying? So this tour
Yeah.
is gonna end in 4 years. Literally the day my son graduates high school in 4 years is the day that I'm retiring from combat sports. I'll still train, but I'll be training people. But other than that, I'll be done. And the only thing that'll make me come out of retirement is a super hefty bag.
Yes, sir. So,
Yeah.
so real quick, man, can't wait to see the fight. Where can we watch the fight?
I'm actually waiting for them to send me information on that, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be on YouTube because they have a big following on YouTube. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna start on YouTube. But I don't know. They may create a pay-per-view link because I got a lot of followers. And like I said, they're thinking about making a YouTube link, not a YouTube, but a pay-per-view link because it's one of their biggest cards that they've had so far. Because I'm the featured fighter tonight, and the co-main and the main event. Those guys are actually UFC prospects, so it might be a pay-per-view, but the whole fight card might be on YouTube. So I'm waiting to find that out within the next week or so.
Yes, sir. Can't wait to watch you get the win. Can't wait to watch you get the other win. Hey, man. Hope you get as much wins as you can before the NFL season gets here, because we know your Commanders ain't going to get much.
Oh my God, here you go with that shit.
Real.
He just started
Hey, for
yapping.
real.
Yeah, he just threw in a side comment out of. Yeah, he just threw a side comment just for shits and giggles. Like, see, look, that's why Saquon gonna get hurt. Jalen gonna throw a career high of
Injury now, huh?
interceptions.
I didn't wish injury on nobody.
I mean,
Y'all gonna have a losing season.
Saquon got a long,
Hey, tell Cam Scatterboo to fix that knee.
injury
And
history.
get back. And Cam
Not as
Scatterboo.
much as Scatterboo. Scatterboo has
Hey,
one
look,
major
Scatterboo's
injury.
played one season and already been injured.
Scatterboo
What are we
has one
talking
major
about?
injury in his whole career.
Mr.
Saquon
Concussion.
has
They call
multiple.
him Mr. Concussion, dog, the way he run the ball.
It's a concussion, but he didn't he run Zach Brown over? He treated him like a little bitch, right? He tossed him more like a little pussy, right?
All right.
Right?
He did do that though. I ain't gonna
Right?
hold you. He
And
did
hold
do
on,
that.
what did Zach Brown have to do? A hip drop tackle to break his leg, right? Dirty as fuck. Let's talk about it.
Well, that seems like a personal problem. That seems like Cam Scatterboo's problem, not mine. My name ain't Cam Scatterboo. My leg works just fine. Just saying.
That's diabolical.
No, Philly got some dirty motherfuckers over there.
Hey, sometimes you just got to play dirty. That's all it is,
Oh my
man.
You gotta
God.
injure people though. That's what you gotta do.
Welcome
That
to
sound
the
like
NFL.
some Joel Embiid shit right there.
Oh my God. That's crazy. That was actually diabolical.
Go Cowboys. Who the hell
Yeah,
is
go
this?
Cowboys. Yeah,
Go
say that one more
Cowboys.
time. I know you've been itching to say that. You
Fuck the
itching
cow
to say
bitches.
that.
I was reading the fucking comments.
Yeah,
We're
go
not gonna
Cowboys.
do that. Look, it's
Oh
almost
man.
Fuck the cow
Look,
bitches.
right there.
Bro, you got. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not calling y'all Smurfs. Y'all not the giant. Y'all the Smurfs from now on. Y'all the little blue people, not the big blue giants. Y'all the
I
little
can't
blue
wait until the
Smurfs.
Cowboys
Y'all not
get
the
swept by
giants.
everybody in the division.
That's crazy.
Swept,
We
bro.
gonna
Come on
sweep
now.
y'all. We listen.
You
We
don't believe that, and
sweeping.
you're saying
We
it. You
all
don't believe that,
sweeping
and
the
you're saying it.
Listen. We sweeping the cow
Come on
bitches.
now.
We sweeping the Bumanders, and we probably gonna split with the
Oh,
Sheagles.
watch
Probably.
out,
We
watch
probably
out,
gonna split
watch
with
out,
we
watch
probably
out.
gonna split with the Sheagles.
Hey, you know what? You know what? Y'all really playing. Y'all really playing. See, I'm really gonna start talking my shit because I really think we could go like 12-5 on y'all ass.
Hell no, in your dreams.
Really, honestly. Like, come on now. We really got a high-powered offense, and we just got a stud on
A
defense. Like,
high
we
power offense, but yet,
just
You're breaking up,
your
CJ.
receiver too. Your receiver too gives up on his fucking routes.
Jeez.
Hey, sorry for your loss. What was the name? Little. Somebody,
Griffith.
can somebody read that name?
R.P. Christie. R.P. Christie.
R.I.P. Christie. Sorry about your loss, man. But yeah, we know the Eagles are winning. But CJ Bando in the soft, man.
Fuck your Eagles.
Facts.
Fuck your cow bitches.
Facts.
And fuck your Bumanders.
Hey, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Come on now.
Yo, y'all gotta keep it PG-13.
That's crazy.
Hey man, Nixon full.
And as always, this is Robert with the Not Move Podcast and Bando and the Red Rim Maxwell. As always, stay not moved. And
Yes, sir.
Sir, safety.
y'all have a great one.
This non-casual podcast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or reused without the authorized written consent of the Not Move Podcast Network. Thank you, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.